13 Investigates uncovers more turmoil between Florence city leaders months before the entire city council resigned in March.
New recordings reveal council members questioning how taxpayer money was being spent. Chief investigative reporter Chelsea Brensel is live in the newsroom to explain the latest in her ongoing investigation into the corruption allegations in Florence. Chelsea.
Heather and Bart, new recordings obtained by 13 Investigates reveal former Florence City Council members were concerned about how public money was being spent. A few months later, the entire council resigned, saying they could not get the interim city manager and police chief to bring in a higher law enforcement agency to investigate.
We're not doing our job if we approve money and then you don't spend it on that thing. Like, that's insane.
In a January 3rd executive session, Florence Police Chief Shane Prickett describes disarray in his police department to the now former city council.
Everybody is looking to hire people. There's nobody to hire. So that's the first problem. The second problem I have with all this, personally, is I'm the chief of police. And everybody's getting their information not from me.
Council members and the mayor were pressing for answers on why city funds approved to hire 2 patrol officers were used to hire a police evidence tech instead. That evidence tech that was hired is the police chief's son.
I have sergeants who sit on over here all day who should be out on the street, and if they're out on the street, I don't need more cops if they do their job.
The Florence police chief doesn't have the ability to hire employees.
And we say we hire 2 police officers, and that is changed, and we're not told about it. You have to understand where we're coming from, especially when one of those new hires is your son.
Okay, so there again, I wasn't involved in that, and we only had 3 applicants.
And I don't really have a problem with your son. I have a problem with 2 admins. I have a problem with money we allocated for one thing being changed to something else and us not being told about it.
13 Investigates has learned 5 Florence police officers have resigned since the beginning of the year. The most recent Florence officer resignation letter from April 1st says in part, quote, "The morals, ethics, values, and integrity of this department have been compromised, raising questions by the community and now, unfortunately, by the officers themselves." The Colorado Bureau of Investigation is now investigating some allegations in Florence. We have asked the Florence Police Chief and Finance Director for comment on these executive session recordings. They have not responded. Reporting in the newsroom, Chelsea Brensel, 13 Investigates.
All right, Chelsea, thanks so much.